We really enjoyed our conversations with you, but we decided to go in a direction with someone who has more experience in Python. Oh, but I do have experience in Python. I just cut it from my resume because it was 10 years ago. Oh. And I recently also took a Python refresher, but I left it off my resume too because I didn't think it was that important. Well, best wishes. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to write a resume so that you can go back to an old job or old career. I'm Kamara Toffolo, resume writer, LinkedIn consultant, job search strategist, and LinkedIn top voice who helps established professionals dare to do work differently and land great fitting gigs. I post new job search videos every week, and my videos will equip you with some of the most valuable information to make your job search easier, because job searching shouldn't be this hard. After realizing that the grass isn't always greener, sometimes we find ourselves yearning to return to the good old days of a previous job. This happens to a lot of us, and it also happened to me. We change careers and then realize that we would really like to return to something that we did in a previous job or previous career. Should be easy enough, right? You've done the work before, you have the skills, and maybe they just need a little dusting off, right? But then we think back about how long ago we actually did the work. Are our skills relevant in today's market? Do we have the present day knowledge to do this work again? Did we forget literally everything? Realistically, there have been changes in your previous profession, but that doesn't mean everything that you did should be written off as irrelevant or useless. So let's dive right in. When writing our resumes, we want to prioritize the work that we've done most recently. This is why it's important to have a reverse chronological resume. For more information on reverse chronological resumes, you can check out this video. I've linked it in the description below. But if we made a huge career change between today and the work that we previously did that we want to return to, we need to make sure that we're translating our recent work experience to make sense for a return to our new old career path. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I like to recommend the 5R framework to make sure that the work experience and accomplishments you're sharing on your resume really make sense to your target job direction. And just to recap, the 5 R's are to reframe your accomplishments, to ensure that they're relevant to your target job, that they relate to your target job, that they reinforce skills required and desired in your target job, and that they resonate with your target employers. What the 5 R's allow us to do is to spin our work experience, in this case our most recent work experience, into something that shows that we're qualified for the role to which we're applying and that we have transferable skills. You can hear more about the 5 R's framework as well as how to write a career change resume by watching this video, which I've also linked in the description below. Since we can't Benjamin Button our careers, we need to do what we can with the old experience that we have to make it relevant for today. For us experienced professionals, the work experience that you did in a previous job or previous career will likely be living on page 2 of your resume. And since we want to return to this line of work, we need to make sure that we are highlighting old experience. We want to really spotlight it so it's one of the first things on our resume that is read. But what this doesn't mean is creating a functional resume, more on that in this video, and listing jobs out of the reverse chronological order. So sounds like a bit of an impossible situation, right? What do we actually do to bring forward and spotlight that old work experience? I'm going to show you a tactic that I use with clients when I need to breathe new life into old work experience. So here we've got Michael Scott's resume. Let's say that when Michael moved to Colorado and with Holly as the breadwinner, he finally had the chance to move into improv and film production work. But after a few years, he really started to miss that sweet, sweet commission. And with 4 kids, he could really use it. So he's now planning on returning to sales leadership roles. But as you can see, his sales work is pretty much all hanging out on page 2. So he's already gone through the exercise of translating his most recent work experience to target a sales job. But now we really need to bring forward some of the best accomplishments in Michael's sales career to page 1 of his resume near the top in a section that we'll call career highlights. And here in career highlights, I'm going to write a few of Michael's best all-time accomplishments from across his entire sales career here in a few bullets. I usually recommend 3 or 4 bullets in your career highlights section. For the skills of ours that might need some refreshing to bring them into current day standards, we'll want to make sure that we really do highlight how we've gone about refreshing our skills if we think it might be a concern to the recruiter or the hiring manager. You might refresh skills through training or recertification, continuing education, all of this depending on your profession's standards, requirements, and target job qualifications. Just like we are breathing new life into old experience with the career highlights tactic that we just looked at, we can also call out our new education as well. We can easily use one of our career highlights for this by noting down the most important or key training we've taken to requalify us for our target old job. And these are just a few easy ways that you can write your resume to get you closer to returning to that old job that you really regret leaving and you probably shouldn't have anyway, but hey, life happens. And here's my cue for you. Do you want to return to your old job, old career, or old employer? Why? Tell me in the comments below. As you know, I make a lot of videos, but I also make free guides to help you in your job search. Make sure to download my free cover letter guide and checklist and my free post-interview thank you notes, guide, and templates. You can grab them by signing up for them. The links are in the description below. If you found this video helpful, please do give it a like. It helps me help more people. And if you'd like to see more of this face in your feed, make sure to click on that face over there to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.